It's the weekend, let's go to the flea market. Today, I'm on a mission. I'm looking for something I can customize and completely make over. Woo, we made it. Let's get those goods. All right, so I'm looking for something really unique, something I've never seen before, something one of a kind. There's so many vendors today, so I think we're gonna have really great luck finding that absolute perfect item to customize. These old school gumball machines are really, really cool. My favorite thing to get out of those used to be runts. No banana run, but shout out runts. Okay, an old vintage record player, definitely needs to be cleaned. Probably what, 70s? I could fix the bass, custom paint it. I don't know, might be cool. I love super old photos. There's so much history. This might even be their first car ride. This could be their first family photo. They definitely look thrilled though. I know this isn't for sale and I'm not in the market to buy an Airstream right now, but I would say bucket list for something I'd like to customize in my life. I think Airstream's definitely gotta be up there. Super cool, ton of surface area. I just think it'd look really cool with a custom paint job. One day. So this clock is interesting. It's not exactly the one-of-a-kind thing I was searching for, but it has a really nice surface area, and I think it would look awesome with a custom paint job. I'm definitely gonna keep it in mind. And not very far away, I saw this suitcase. So this would give me a reason to bust out those new leather paints I just got. It's only $12, that's a plus. The locks are just a little too rusty. I don't think I feel like cleaning them. After wandering around for an hour or so, I ended up finding a few contenders that could fit my search for something unique and customizable. All right, so a couple updates. I saw this really cool old mailbox, which they want $100 for it. I do like it, but I don't really have that many ideas. And I saw a bunch of surfboards. I do like the idea of customizing a surfboard. I'm gonna keep looking, see what I find. I gotta find that perfect thing. As the day got hotter, vendors were packing up early, and I started to feel like I was running out of time. All right, so I just gotta get the deal done. It's like mid-90s, feels like a bajillion degrees. Nothing yet, but I gotta find something. It is getting hot. At this point, I definitely had a few prospects, and just as I was about to call it a day, I saw this shield. I instantly thought, hey, you know what? I could paint a knight on that, because it reminded me of something I saw earlier in the day. At another vendor, they had this set of armor, which at the time I drew a blank, and I actually asked the vendor how much he wanted for his knight feet, and he stood up and shouted, "What's a knight foot?" And then he kind of got angry. He seemed a little angry. I would do the shield, paint a knight on it, and then I would build a shelf under it and put the knight feet. So I think that could be cool.
You are looking for some beautiful kimonos, great for summer wear, and rolls right into evening wear.
I'm gonna go make a deal. I'm gonna try and make a deal on both of those things. Check back in a minute. Okay, so in case you couldn't tell, I got the shield, I did not get the knight feet. That guy just wasn't that friendly. I didn't want to support him. Now that we're back and I'm ready to customize, I should actually probably look this up. I need to make sure it's not significant, worth a lot. I think that's a pretty good place to start. What is this? Shield with crown and dolphin? No. Whale? No. Shark? I don't think this is anything. All right, so let's take a look here. What are these? Embellishments? I don't know what they are. I need to paint those. Step one, operation take off these things. I did it, number one. So I want to paint this, it's kind of cute. Good morning. What a great day to paint these cuties. And I got a beautiful textured copper paint that I think is gonna look absolutely perfect against the concept art I plan on painting on the shield. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry. And in the meantime, I need to clean that shield. Every time I took off one of those things, whatever they were, there was cat hair, dirt, filth. It was gross under there. Operation cleanup. Now that the shield is clean, sparkling, I need to remove that old art. Rubbing alcohol. I actually use this method a lot, but today it did absolutely nothing. I need to up my game. Didn't work. Let's get aggressive. I used this stripping gel for the very first time, and let's just say I was eager to see the progress. So I just peeked outside. I'm supposed to wait an hour. It's only been 10 minutes. Look at this. It's bubbling off already. Look at this. Okay, so it's the next day. I was actually supposed to check on the shield after an hour. Last night, I had this really weird craving to see old school puppets. And so I decided to watch Labyrinth. And I kind of forgot about the shield. Now I think we should go see if the stuff worked. Let's go. I'm blown away by how well this stuff works. That's even just one coat. Let's finish it off. Round 2. It looks super clean. I did notice quite a few imperfections. This one seems to be like it was made by hand. So I think I'm actually gonna leave all the flaws. I think it gives a little bit of charm, a little bit of character. There's a little bit of rust on the back. I'm gonna hit it with a coat of this. Let's get to work. I used Rust Reformer, kind of like a primer, to seal in any rust and provide a nice matte surface for my final coat of spray paint. Okay, so that's dry. It looks beautiful, but there's only one problem. Even though the paint was matte, it's still so shiny. So I need to tone it down. Matte medium is my go-to to prep my surface for painting and give it that nice, flat, matte look. All right, so it's all matte and flat. I mounted it. It's upright, and I'm ready to paint. In the end, you know what? I decided against painting the night. So I started to mix up the palette for my new concept. I'm gonna start with the darkest color for my base layer. So this layer's done. I defined the shape. Let's keep working. The more I was thinking about what to paint on this, the more I started thinking about family coat of arms and the recurring images used on them. Lions on family crests represented things like courage, strength, and royalty. So I thought it was really, really fitting. All right, so I'm about halfway through the painting and I just came to a realization. Do you remember these things? You know, the little cute things I insisted on painting? Look at this. It matches, but it doesn't pop. It looks terrible. I should have left them alone. I should have never painted them. I need to fix it. Be right back. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just get back to painting. I ended up mixing about 20 colors for this lion's fur. I just really wanted to create a lot of depth and texture. I felt that little pop of orange created the perfect sun-kissed look. I wanted that lion to look like he got a fresh dose of vitamin D. I'm finally done. I added a coat of varnish to protect the artwork, and now I'm ready to put it together. But I had one more hiccup. Remember those hardware? I spray painted them nickel. They were a little too clean and fresh and new looking. I mixed up a batch of matte medium, combined that with a little bit of brown paint, wiped it on, rubbed it off, and now I have a really nice patina that makes them look aged, and I think they look beautiful. Let's finish this thing off this time. Okay, so that took way longer than I thought it would, and I even have a blister to prove it. But the most important part, I'm done. I'm super proud of this one. Thank you so much for watching. It just came out so cool, and I feel like I'm a knight in medieval times. Maybe I should probably just calm down because I'm just a guy who has a lion shield that is homemade. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.